Okay, so last time we got this crazy sugarcane farm built, and as you can see in here, this is doing pretty well. So today we are definitely going to have to improve the storage of this, and that means building a massive ship under here, which I haven't designed yet, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing. But I think I know what I'm going to be doing above, and there's going to be some like crazy additions to this balloon, which we're definitely going to get done today. But before we get on with that, what I actually want to do is have a look down here at this little bit that we did last time as well with the sheep farm. Oh yeah, I've been doing a little bit of digging in here as well, just planning ahead. But before we get to that, what I want to do is do some stuff down here. So we've got this little tunnel. It's definitely not finished, so I need to get some kind of design going down here. But what I have done between episodes is I've got all of these bubble elevators finished. So this one we already had down to the cave spider spawner, haven't touched that. And then over this side, we have the one that goes right down to bedrock, which is where the slime farm storage is, just over here. Obviously, I need to do some kind of floor over here, make this look a little bit prettier. And all of this is going to get moved today as well. I'm going to put in a bubble elevator that goes right up to the top where these go. And then we can have the slime ball storage up there, and also a crafting area for it, and a storage for the slime blocks as well. And then we're going to do a similar thing with the wool that's coming from the sheep farm. And I'll just show you this as well, because this has been going a little bit crazy. So down here, we did have the one double chest. And that has completely filled up. So, well, we had this one actually, and it had completely filled up, and it was backing up into the hoppers. So I've added a couple more, and it seems to be doing alright for the minute. But I have actually emptied these out into chests around here as well. So we've got an absolute ton of wool. It's unbelievable. Where did I put them? Yeah, so I've got a full chest of white wool there. So in here we have the shears, and it's got through a few already, but it's still got plenty for now. So I think what I'll do actually, I'll just run this down. So when these are gone, I probably won't need to fill it for quite a while. That's until I've got an iron farm anyway. And then I also made a start on the one on this side as well. So this is in now, and it's not as far down this one. This just goes down to where we've got the geode. So I've got this one here, and I've dug a tunnel straight across this way. And this goes to another one as well. So we should be alright for amethyst. I won't dig that out because I haven't got my fortune pick on me. But yeah, this one is quite big as well. And then we've just got the bubble elevator that goes back into this main area. So this is what I want to get done first. I want to get some kind of design going on in here, but I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So the way I've got this laid out is basically the same central part as we've got outside. So if we just come up here, we can have a look at that. So we've got the two rows of the polished deep slate, and then we've got the glass in here, and then we've got the polished basalt in between. So I was thinking I would do something like this, but I'm thinking now this should be more like an outside design, and then the stuff we do inside should be more like based around wood. So if we just go up to the top, what we've got up here, there's a lot more wood going on, just in case you're in dark oak here, and then in this one we've got the warped stem as well. So I'm thinking downstairs in that bit we should have like a combination of the two. So I'm going to keep the deep slate in as I've got, but then I think we'll do something with the wood. Alright, so what we've got, let's warp stem. Don't have, actually I think I've got some more of that in the tower, so I'll grab a bit more of that. But what I'm going to do is grab some of that and some dark oak, take a couple of stacks of that. That's my interior block. I love the stripped dark oak. And in here I've got an absolute ton of spruce, so that's what I've been doing between episodes as well. I've been chopping down a ton of spruce trees over at my tree farm, which I don't know if we can see it from here. Yeah, just that one over there. So I've been chopping down the spruce from the jungle, got an absolute ton of wood now. So that is what I'm going to be using for building this airship once we get to it. So I've got dark oak, I'll just get some more warp stem, and we'll get down there and see if we can do some kind of design. Alright, so I don't have loads, I may need to go chop down a few more trees, but I need to get some shroom lights as well, because that is my lighting block of choice at the moment. I love the shroom lights, and I do have plenty from when we was in that warp forest near where I was killing the enderman. So where did I put those? Probably haven't got any now. Alright. Are they in here? Yeah, I got one. Right, brilliant. Okay, may need to get some more of that. And then we'll take the light grey glass as well, because that is also what we're using down here. So let's go give this a go. Let's see what we can do. Actually, I should really get some shroom lights first, shouldn't I? Right, I've got some shroom lights in there. I don't need to go mining. Brilliant. I'll take that, and I'll take those. Nice. Okay, so let's have a look at what I've got in here. So we've got these drops here, and I want to make these a bit of a feature, but they're going to be like set back into the wall. So how I've done this comes out a little bit, and then we'll probably have another block maybe here like that, so that'll be like the full width of the room, and then and then on this side, we're going to have another tunnel that goes that way. We're going to have the slime storage on this side, and then the wool on this one, and then another portal. That needs to go somewhere as well, and I have absolutely no clue where to put it. I may leave it down here. I could put it over there, because I don't think I'm going to do anything over this way, although this does go to the slime farm, doesn't it? So this could actually be quite a good viewing area. I may do that. We'll see. So then we'll mirror that on this side, so I've already got that there. Something like that. And like that. So yeah, that should work out pretty well. And then we'll build these up, have some kind of fancy design behind it, and then we're going to have a roof on this, obviously, so it's going to be the tunnel. Maybe I think maybe this height could be good, so I just need to dig this out a little bit. And then the difficult bit is down here, we have a staircase that goes into the honey farm. But I'm thinking what I could do is have... Nope, not that. Don't do that. I may have to make that room smaller, because this goes down here. And I don't need this as a room. I know I've already made it smaller already, and this is actually symmetrical now, so probably don't want to do that. But I could have a door up there, actually, at that level, and have like a walkway going around the top. Bit like Hocus has done in his farm. That could work pretty well. So, yeah, we'll see. I'll have a think about that and get that done. But first up, I want to get some kind of design here. So let's get on with that. Okay, so that is now all done, and coming down from this drop that we had before, things are looking very, very different. And yeah, very tidy. I like this. The ceiling, very busy, crazy design, but I like it. I think it works very, very well. And the floor, I'm not completely sold on the floor. I like the deep slate and the spruce, but I'm not sure about this copper. I did have it like strips of it at first. I definitely have enough to fill all this in, but I just thought just to break it up a little bit. But I'm thinking I might replace all of this with spruce actually and just have like strips of it going down here and then down the middle. So let me know what you think about that. I'm not 100% sure on this, but everything else, I really, really like it. I think it works really well. Got another portal over this side, and I've just noticed I've only got stone behind here, so I need to replace that with something. But everything else is all done. So all of these water drops as were before. So we've got the slime farm and the mine down there. Geodes on this one, and then the spider spawner on this side. And through here, we've got all the storage done. So this side is going to be for the slime balls, but at the moment, nothing is coming up because I haven't done all of that behind there. And then I'm going to put the slime blocks over here. This is going to be for the wool. And then over here, I've just got 2 spare bits. So all my junk is around here at the moment. And I think I've dumped something in here somewhere. Yeah, let's not talk about that. So I may have some other kind of storage over here. If we do have some more automated farms back here, I can use it for that. And then this end will probably continue down that way somewhere. So we can go to any other farms that we get built over here. So I do need to get the ice path in and the water streams that take the items over here. But you know what? I've just been doing so much building. This has been like a whole episode of building in that 1 minute time lapse. And yeah, I'm really running out of time because the server is going to be updating to 1.18 this weekend. And I'm really trying to get this done before that happens. I think I'm going to leave the redstone bits for now. And I want to get on with doing some work on this balloon. So let's grab all the stuff. Let's have a tidy up around here. I'm trying to keep things tidy as I go. We'll get that done, and then we'll get up there and do a little bit of work on this balloon. Okay, so I think I've got everything put away now, apart from the stone that I had down there, because I'm really running low on space for stone at the minute. I've got these shulker boxes here. The rest of this is full, and I've also started putting stone in my cobblestone barrel. So yeah, I need to get some more shulker boxes, definitely. But I've just noticed this while I've been up here, because this is such a mess, I didn't see this, and it looks like a spirit has taken some nether wart and left me a payment for it. So very nice. Thank you, spirit. Very much appreciated. Okay, so little job I want to do before I get up there, and that is I want to use some copper in this design I've got up here, and I've just realised I don't have any that's oxidised because I use so much down there in that floor that I'm not 100% sure about. I need to oxidise some of this, so I'm not going to do it in the snow over there this time because that was just a bit ridiculous. So I'm going to do it down here while I'm waking up there. This should be oxidising away, and then once I need it I can just come down and grab it. So let's just put this down and this is going to take up a ton of space. Hopefully Hocus won't think I've lost my mind. So get this done, and then we can get on with it. Okay, so I've got that done, and that is just over a stack of copper blocks, and you know, it takes up a lot of room when you're doing 4 blocks apart like this. So I've decided what I'm going to do. I'm just going to leave it as a stack for now, because I don't need absolutely tons. And while I'm working up there, I need to place loads of wood on there first anyway, and then any of that I see 10, and as you can see, they're going very quickly. I can just come down and replace them with the other ones, so that's fine for now, I think. And then, while I'm up here in the shop, I thought we should actually check on it, because I haven't been in here for absolutely ages, and we have made some sales. So, ice, nothing there. I think it's easy enough for people to get this themselves now, and oak wood, yeah, definitely, people always have tons of oak, don't they? This stuff, nah, not selling at all. And same on the slime, but you know what? Now I could probably greatly increase the size of this. I may even start selling slime blocks for the same price, because I just have an absolute ton of it. Ender chest. This is going very well. Very happy with that. 18 diamonds there. Food. Yep. That's pretty good. No leather. But then we have sold a bit of string. No moss. But we have got a few bone blocks. So there we go. 30 diamonds. Just like that. Very nice. Okay, those in there. Okay, so now I think we should probably get a bit more work done, shouldn't we? Right, I'll grab some wood, and we'll go up there and start doing a little bit of building. Okay, so I've built out a dirt platform, and I did some scaffolding on top of that, just to make this a lot easier. And now we're going to do the basic structure that's going to go around this balloon. Kind of the same thing as before with the spruce, but as this is much bigger, we can go much more detailed with this design. So I'm doing 2 strips down the middle with a block apart, so we can put some details in the middle. And then we've got 3 going across, again, spaced out one apart for a little bit more detail. And then the really tricky bit is doing the part underneath, but luckily I went overboard with this scaffolding, so it wasn't too bad. It's just getting out to the sides that was a bit of a pain, but we got it all done. And then we also added another strip going all the way around in the middle just to tie everything together. Okay, so we've just come over to Hocus's base just to have a look at this thing in all its glory, and yeah, that's looking pretty good to me. I think this is definitely a good start. So we've got this going all the way around, and yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. Once we get the detail on here, I think this is definitely going to work. And we did it all the way around this side as well. Apart from that, don't look at that bit. Okay, so we'll ignore that for now and get on with some detailing. Alright, so the first thing we're going to put onto this for a bit of detail is a fin at what we'll call in the back of this. And you'll have to forgive me if fin isn't the correct terminology, but you know, that's what I'm going to call it. So we've just started with a steep slope at the back, slightly shallower slope going from the top, and then we've filled in the inside of this with copper blocks, which, yeah, that is a bit expensive. But once we get into 1.18, copper will be much easier to come by, especially if we use the bricks. So I'm not too worried about using this many for now. Next up, we're going to add a little bit of detail onto the top. So I wanted to have some lights up here with the redstone lamps. And then we've surrounded that with a bit of deep slate. And then from there, we've just mixed up the textures a little bit by adding some dark oak in. We've got some spruce stairs as well. And then I've added an absolute ton of spruce fence posts as well. And I did intend to top these with iron bars, but I completely forgot to bring them. And then going down the sides where we have the spruce planks, I've just started topping those with spruce stairs just to make that a bit smoother and spawn-proof it, and also to stop the snow settling as well. Next bit, I decided to make the sides look a bit fancier, so I've just done like a circular design around here. Again, going crazy with the copper blocks, but that'll be alright. And then just a little bit of a design around that with a deep slate, end rods, and a bit of basalt, and I think that is looking pretty good. And then obviously we've got that mirrored on the other side. Gotta keep these things symmetrical. Then at the front we went a little bit crazier. Big design with a deep slate, and then I've got loads of end rods in here as well, and chains, and trying to really ramp up the steampunk element of this. And then at the back we've got another propeller, very similar to the one that we've got on the smaller airship. But obviously, with this being a lot bigger, I had to make this a lot bigger as well. Use the acacia just to keep all these things looking similar. And then a little bit of deep slate as like a cog on it. And then around the propeller, I just added this extra little section just to give it a bit more shape at the back. Building this one from underneath was a little bit awkward. And then once I started adding on the back section, I realised the one at the top was spaced slightly differently. So I had to rebuild that one. And then the last thing I needed to do for this top part was to actually add these wings on at the side. So I've messed around with the shape quite a bit, and I did go back and forth. And I've also added this support that attaches to the main body of the balloon at the top. And after messing about with this for quite a long time, I was very happy with the result. And then finally, I had a slight problem because I needed to mirror this on the other side. So this was a bit of a challenge getting this right. And I definitely didn't get it right first time, but in the end, it matches up and this looks pretty good. Okay, so that is where we have left the design of the airship for now, because this is where I got 15 minutes before the server had to shut down to update it to 1.18. So now, it is the next day, and we are in 1.18, so that means I can get these side parts filled in with the copper. Let's go find some copper ore, and we'll see if this change works as I expect it to. Okay, so I've got my fortune pick, and I've got a load of copper ore, so let's just give this a go, because I think you used to be able to get 12. With fortune 3 anyway, you could get 12 from each block of copper ore, so let's give this a go and see what I'll get. I think you can get up to 20 now, so what will we get there? 12, alright, that's not making my point very well. What will we get this time? Another 12, alright, come on, let's have something good. Another 12, what is going on? That was 6, right. My brain hates adding this up. Let's try again. 16. There we go. That's better than 12. Nice. That's what I wanted to see. Oh, that's a lot better. I got 20 that time. Brilliant. Right. So that is definitely a lot better. So we're going to get a lot more copper now from when we're fortuning the copper ore. So that is very good. So let me get the rest of this done. And then we'll have a look at the other massive change as well that is really going to help. Okay. So that's quite a lot of copper. That'll do for me. Right. We need to get this cooked up, don't we? And then we can have a look at the other change. So let's go do that now. Right, so we've already got some of this cooking, so let's just grab that, and then we can see what we're doing. Right, so these craft up into blocks of copper, so 9 ingots will give us 1 block of copper, that is normal. And then, before we do the next bit actually, I want to put these down here and grab these oxidized ones, because I want to use these. Let's just swap these out, and this change is absolutely brilliant. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about, but I'm excited to see it for myself, so let's do that. Let's grab a few of these. And what you've always been able to do with these is turn the copper blocks into the cut copper blocks. And this was always 1-to-1. So you craft 4, you get 4. But there is a better way of doing that now. If we use the stone cutter and put that in there and click on the cut copper, we'll now get 4 blocks of the cut copper to 1 block of the normal copper blocks. So look at that. That's brilliant. So quadrupling it every time, along with getting a lot more from fortuning. This means the copper is going to be so much easier if we use this block anyway. And this is what I'm going to do on the side of the blimp. So I will get the rest of this cooked up and get it converted into this stuff. Obviously using a stone cutter. And then we can get on with the last few little bits. Okay, so I've just picked up all the oxidized copper from down there. And I do have a fair bit of it. And I replaced it with a ton more copper. And as you can see, I've missed a few spots, but that is already oxidizing. So we're definitely going to be able to get a lot more of this quite quickly. And I've got some more in my hand ready to replace it as well. So let's do this and grab the rest of it. So put that in there. That one. And there we go. Look at that. Stack on 44. That should hopefully do the size of this. So let's get up there and get those in. Okay, so if it's not clear what I'm talking about, what I want to do between these two spruce strips that are going down here is replace it with these cut copper blocks that we've just crafted. And can I place it? Yeah, there we go. Right, so this is going to take some doing. The top part, not too bad, but then once we get underneath, it's a bit of a pain. So I'm going to need to place some more scaffolding because I did actually already remove it, which, yeah, that wasn't smart. But we're going to do this all the way down. And as you can see, we do have a bit of a problem with the snow. So I definitely don't want that leaving like that. So what we're going to do is put the fence post on top, just like this. And that'll stop the snow forming. But I think from a distance, that's going to look good as well, because we're still going to see that copper colour coming through. So I'm going to get all this done, and then we can have a look and see how it looks. Alright, I've had a big brain moment. I got the top done, and now I'm just doing the underneath, but rather than messing about with scaffolding down there, I'm doing it from the inside. So that's a lot easier, isn't it? See, using your brain, sometimes it helps. Okay, so there it is. We've got all that done now. And yeah, that's looking good to me. Even though it's quite a subtle change, you can't really see it that well. That colour does pop through, and it makes such a massive difference to this. Very happy with how that's gone. So yeah, that is good, and I did get that done on both sides, but I won't prove it, just in case I missed a bit. So yeah, that's good, like it. And I just thought we'd finish it off by checking it out from Barnary's porch, also known as my viewing area. And there it is, look at that. Absolutely amazing, yeah, definitely. So we've got the underside of the wings to do, and there are a couple of bits I need to do. Oh, I have missed some copper, haven't I? Right. Alright, so yeah, I've got a few more bits to do. This is definitely very good progress for this time. So when I get the ship built, which is what we're going to do next time, I'm going to get the ship built underneath. And the reason I've left some bits underneath, like the underside of the wings, not the copper, I should have done that, but the underside of the wings anyway, a lot of it is going to be a little bit different depending on how I build the ship and how it connects to the balloon. So there may be some little changes I need to make. So I didn't go too crazy underneath. But you know what? I think that is pretty good. So unfortunately, I am going to have to leave it there. It's been a long time coming this episode, so sorry about that. But we made some good progress anyway. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do leave a like. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.